Good afternoon, church. It's good to see everyone again. We are having a wonderful afternoon today, and so we get to do the 22nd. Today is the 22nd, and so we are on Proverbs 22, and so I hope that you enjoy our lesson here today. It says, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold." So it's better to have a good name and good favor than have riches. "The rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all." This is a very profound proverb because we all come to the same end. And so it doesn't matter where we are in our economic situation, we are all children of our Heavenly Father. "The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it." So keep looking forward to the future and watch the signs of life and make good choices. "The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life." And so here we get some of our health and wealth gospel going on, but here I think the true humility is that we find riches no matter what our economic stances is, and we honor the Lord and we have an abundant life. "Thorns and snares are in the way of the crooked. Whoever guards his soul will keep far from them." It says, "Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." This is a wonderful proverb and really teaches us that when we instill good things in our children, they're going to stay and keep those. They're going to have great reason, and they're going to do that which you have taught them. And they might not do it right away. Of course, children make mistakes, but they're going to have that as a base for their future. "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." Again, another one Dave Ramsey likes to use a lot. The borrower is slave to the lender, and we see that maybe not right at first when we take out a loan, but when we have to make that payment every month and make sure we have that, it often adds up very quickly. It says, "Whoever sows injustice will reap calamity, and the rod of his fury will fail. Whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he shares his bread with the poor." And so again, being able to give is very great. "Drive out a scoffer and strife will go out, and quarreling and abuse will cease." I like that. Drive out a scoffer, and all these things get better in your life. And so if you have a person like that in your life or in your group, it's best to give them proper instructions so that doesn't continue. "He who loves purity of heart and whose speech is gracious will have the king as a friend." And so the rulers will not fret over those who have purity and love in their life. "The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he overthrows the words of a traitor." Of course, we see here God keeps watch over our knowledge, and we get all of our knowledge from him. "The sluggard says, 'There is a lion outside. I shall be killed in the streets.'" So here we see there's always an excuse of why someone who is lazy and a sluggard won't do something. Either it's too difficult, there's danger, or there's something going on. And that may be true or it may not be true. And so if it's not true, then that just is the character of the person. If it is true, then many people are having the same issue. But here, the sluggard is always looking for the excuse. It says, "The mouth of the forbidden woman is a deep pit. He with whom the Lord is angry will fall into it." And so here we see that idea of the strange woman or the one who is not your spouse. It says, "Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline drives it far away." I think this goes really good with the train up a child in the way that they should go, and in the end they will not depart far from it. Discipline drives it, the rod of discipline drives it away. Now, that rod doesn't have to be an actual rod. It can be the discipline of speech, discipline of the character. I'm in no way advocating beat on your children, to get rid of folly, but what we see is a proper discipline will take care of foolishness. Whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. And so don't oppress the poor is a common theme here in the book of Proverbs. It says, incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. For it would be pleasant if you keep them within you, if all of them are ready on your lips. So if the words of wisdom and knowledge are on your lips, it'll be pleasant for you in this life. That your trust may be in the Lord. I have made them known to you today, even to you. Have I not written for you 30 sayings of counsel and knowledge to make you know what is right and true, that you may give a true answer to those who sent you? So here he's talking about 30 sayings, and that could be the 30 sayings coming forth, or it could be the 30 chapters of sayings that we get to look at here. Whichever it is, we know that the Lord gives us great knowledge and great understanding, and we can do what is right and what is true. It says, do not rob the poor because he is poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their case and rob of life those who rob them. So again, we need to be taking care of others because we may be the ones that need to be taken care of us at some point. Make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. So here, don't hang around those of ill character, those who are going to entangle you up in something that you would not normally have done. It says, be not one who will give pledges, who will put up security for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should your bed be taken from under you? And then it continues on, do not move an ancient landmark that your fathers set, and do not see a man skillful in his work. He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. So here, don't take a pledge. Don't get into debt. Don't put up security for your debts, because then those can be taken away from you. It's so easy to borrow and not worry about that at the time of borrowing, but then when you have to pay for it month in and month out, it gets difficult, and that's where the borrower becomes the slave to the lender, as we have seen in the earlier proverb here. And so, but the idea here also is, at the end of this, is don't get things out of false pretense, but instead become skillful in your trade, and then you will be set before the kings and the rulers. What that means is your work, that which you produce, will go before everybody. All right, well, I hope that you are having a blessed afternoon. It looks like our weather is about to change, and we're going to have some sunny days ahead, and I hope that also indicates that we're going to have some good times ahead coming forth. You have a blessed day.